Hello, this is BiomedRx Radio. I am your host, Devin Lockett, owner of the BiomedRx Health Center. This is a show that is dedicated to high-tech holistic healthcare solutions such as neurofeedback, biomagnetic pair therapy, cranial electrostimulation, and the therapies we employ at the BiomedRx Health Center. The BiomedRx Health Center is located at the southeast corner of Foothill Boulevard and Mountain Avenue in the city of Upland, California. The address is 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1, Upland, California, 91786. You can call us at 909-608-2880 and find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com. Again, call us at 909-608-2880 and find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com. Happening right now is the weekly Holistic Health Fair, Holistic Health Sundays, which is held in the parking lot of the BiomedRx Health Center every Sunday from 11 a.m. until 6 p.m. Again, the BiomedRx Health Center is located at the southeast corner of Mountain Avenue and Foothill Boulevard in the Vanguard Center. Biomagnetic pair therapy is a technique that uses pairs of magnets to correct pH imbalances in the body, which helps the body to heal and detoxify. It has been found to be an effective support treatment for correcting pH imbalances caused by viruses, bacteria, fungus, parasites, toxins, and other harmful factors. Explore the benefits of biomagnetic pair therapy at the BiomedRx Health Center. Today, we have another session with Stephanie Richmond, who is a certified biomagnetic pair therapist, hypnotherapist, alternative health practitioner, and researcher. Hi, Stephanie. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Very well. Thanks for coming back. It's good to have you back.
It's great to be here.
Thank you. On our last show, we discussed the techniques and the efficacy of biomagnetic pair therapy. And that brings us into another aspect of holistic health, which is the emotional aspect. I've found in my experience as a biomagnetist that some of many of my clients, after we straighten up, so to speak, or we correct the pH imbalances or the energy imbalances in their body, we find that there is a connection, there is an emotional source to their physical distress. Has that been your experience as well?
Absolutely. The same thing happened to me. The more I worked on people and had just, hundreds and hundreds of cases, you could see where some people could heal quite quickly or recover or balance, whatever you want to call it, but they did very well. And then other people could not recover or see any improvement. And as I observed these people and spoke with them and became intimately, connected with them as a practitioner, knowing them and knowing their lifestyle, you could start to see a common thread of high stress, emotional issues, and most of all, trauma, childhood trauma. And trauma doesn't need to be something so terrible like a death or a terrible car crash. Or trauma can also be a little more subtle, and so a lot of people don't recognize or realize they're carrying trauma with them, and now it's now the body's speaking. So that which we don't emote will show up in our body, and I began to see that being a large factor in trying to help people regain their health.
I've noticed also that a lot of clients come in and they have a host of emotional problems. I've heard of Munchausen or Munchausen by proxy, or what they call chronic kvetching syndrome. You find that some people just seem to have a, complaining type of way about them. But when you dig closer, you find out that they do have scars. And, emotions are the product of thought. However, they begin in the mind and they end up being stored in the body. And
absolutely.
Yes, I've found that a lot of people who have repressed anger, for example, it may manifest itself as an imbalance in the liver and in the form of ammonia. And once we're able to deal with the the dealing with the liver directly with biomagnetic pair therapy. And then I kind of get into the emotion code, Dr. Bradley Nelson's work. Then we're able to uncover, okay, well, this person's got anger issues, and try to get them to give themselves permission to release those negative emotions. And I've had people tell me that they've smelled ammonia in their sweat after having the treatment. When they get into the sauna and they start to sweat, and they can feel this chemical release of this toxic emotion.
Yes, that is so true. They begin to detox the emotion, and I found that too. I used emotion code and had some brilliant results with that, and then I went into hypnotherapy for cases that are a little deeper that emotion code could not take care of. And then in hypnotherapy, I went a little further and further and further, until I began to have the same talk with every client, to where I just developed it into one course where I can speak about and show people how their subconscious works. Our body, all it does is represent what's going on within our mind. And in our mind, there's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. So there's stuff we're aware of, and then there's stuff we're just not aware of. It's very deep in the subconscious. And our mind and our body chemically is showing that to us. It's speaking to us. That's all it can do. The body doesn't think. The body only represents your thinking. So what am I not aware of that's happening in my body? And how can I go in there and find that and transmute it into something that does serve me, so my body can then just represent that instead of something, anger, like you showed as an example. So my liver can be in peace and happy. So this course has a combination of everything I've studied in one easy way to look at it and actually put it to work on your own at home, so you don't have to depend on anybody, but you learn it and you practice it, and then and it's actually quite deep, very powerful, and it does contain some large components of family constellation, if you're familiar with family constellation. But any of that and all of that together is just really making conscious the subconscious. Yes. Bringing it out of there and making it conscious, and you're able to emote it and release it from your body.
Yes. For those just joining us, this is Devin Lockett and BiomedRx Radio, a weekly holistic health program that happens every Sunday at noon here on AM 590 and AM590theanswer.com. Now, Stephanie, you mentioned the course that you put together as a culmination of all of your experience as a biomagnetist and hypnotherapist. Give us some more information about your course. What is the name of it? And give us some contact information for people who may be interested in taking the course.
Oh, thank you. Well, the course, I've named it La Quinta Esencia. Quinta Esencia means the fifth element, or quintessential, the highest. Mm-hmm. So basically what we want to do is live from the highest versus the lowest, and have health and abundance and a healthy life, not being, merely surviving, but actually living to the fullest. And on my website, my Biomag website, there's a tab that says course. In the course, there's a description of the course in there. And my website is biomagneticbalance.com. And all my information is there on biomagnetism and as well as the course.
Let's get that out again. It's www.biomagneticbalance.com. I'm sorry for interrupting. Go ahead.
No, and the course can be given anywhere. I'm mobile, so there's we can always offer it in your neck of the woods instead of people having to come to Austin, Texas. But I've traveled all over the world giving this: Australia, Canada, Mexico, and the United States. So in a very effective, simple way.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I can testify. I did take your course here in Southern California, and it was transformational for me personally. I had such a profound I want to say ab reaction, I guess you could say catharsis, that I was feeling so light that 4 strangers actually came up to me and complimented me on my energy the same day I completed the course. So I know it's very effective, and I've been feeling lighter and better. And you know, interestingly enough, you know, your kids, right? Like you were saying with the family, you know, once you relieve yourself of these negative traumas and things from the past, it not only gives you relief, but it also you'll find it making changes in the lives of your children and other people.
What we take responsibility for and clear in our generation, it opens and heals the generations below us. And it also moves up the line, too. And usually we're taking care of something someone did not take responsibility for in our past.
Yes, this is true. Now, we're coming up on the end of the first half of our show. I'd like to speak about BiomedRx. BiomedRx is the parent company of the BiomedRx Health Center. BiomedRx is a healthcare technology management company that provides medical equipment maintenance services to hospitals, surgery centers, and other healthcare providers throughout Southern California. BiomedRx is unique among medical equipment repair companies. They adhere to the highest standard of service in the medical device industry. You can find out more by visiting us online at www.biomedrx.com or call us at 424-204-2382. When we get back from the break, we're going to be discussing more about the connection between emotions and health, and how we can deal with these things more effectively with Stephanie Richmond. Thank you. Hello, I'm Devin Lockett, owner of BiomedRx Health Center. Have traditional therapies for chronic conditions such as headaches, migraines, ADD, ADHD, anxiety, depression, or many others failed you? Have you or a family member struggled with addictions? Are you an athlete striving for peak performance? BiomedRx Health Center provides holistic and alternative therapies using a unique protocol of neurofeedback and biomagnetism to help those struggling with issues that traditional medicine have been inadequate in providing optimal results. Neurofeedback prepares the brain for peak performance and athletic achievement. Biomagnetic pair therapy helps restore the body to a state of balance that empowers the body's own immune system to defend against illnesses. We at BiomedRx Health Center invite you to experience the unique combination of therapies and training available. For more information and a free consultation, call us at 909-608-2880. That's 909-608-2880. Tune in every Sunday at noon to BiomedRx Radio to learn how we can help in bringing you relief with high-tech, holistic healthcare solutions.
AM 590, The Answer.
We're back. This is Devin Lockett and BiomedRx Radio. We're talking with Stephanie Richmond, certified biomagnetic therapist, hypnotherapist, holistic health practitioner, and researcher. And we're discussing the connection between emotions and our health. Stephanie?
Yes. I'm glad to be here. Thanks for having me.
Great. Now, we were talking about your course, the fifth essential, you're calling it? The fifth essential, yes, and it helps you. It helps us to deal with the emotional connection, the mind and body connection. Can you give us a run through of typical treatment within which you may start addressing the body and then end up addressing emotions to bring a person to a more whole state of health?
Absolutely. What we teach in this course is that your body is speaking to you. And so as we try to work on our body and get nowhere, we're forgetting about going deeper within where the cause is. So what you see in your body is really merely an effect. The true cause is deeper. And so I teach people how to go within and actually identify the true emotion behind the issue, and then to take it back to their earliest memory and transmute it. So there's a transmutation, meaning there's an exchanging. There's a whole process to do that to ensure that we're doing it completely. And then there's also a lot of information given, which just in listening to the information, they begin to transmute on learning what it truly is to feel like when you're healthy, when your mind is healthy and your heart is healthy, how that feels like. So it's not think like, how it feels like to actually be in that mode and then continue to stay in that mode so your body can heal.
Yes. Now, when you talk about true emotion, what exactly does that mean?
So we could, if we're self-aware, maybe realize, or if we've lived long enough, we kind of realize we're angry, but there's something more beneath that anger. Anger is a little too broad. Or I'm sad, or I'm upset. Those are broad terms, and there's a way to whittle down and go beneath to really find that true, perhaps I was never listened to, or I don't have a place in this family, or I feel abandoned, or I am not good enough, kind of a phrase that is really beneath that strong emotion.
The core.
And how to find that. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the core. How to find that and actually transmute it to something that is actually true. Because most of our belief systems, although we think are true, they're error belief systems. And from an adult posture, you can go in there and see that and transmute it. If we're in a child position, we're not going to be able to go in and transmute that. So a lot of us adults are really behaving like children, or we're in the parent role. The parent role is one who controls. The child also controls. And the adult is not needing to do any of that. They from this posture, and you're taught this posture, how to go in and transmute.
Now, from what I understand from my own study of hypnotherapy, it is around 8 or 9 years old that we develop the critical faculty, the critical mind. And we start to say, okay, well, maybe there isn't a Santa Claus, and maybe mom and dad might have been not telling the truth about the Tooth Fairy and the Easter Bunny and so forth. And at that point, we then have the two minds, the conscious and the subconscious mind. But everything that happened to us before then was scripts that were put into us by our childhood and by the environment within which we were raised, because we didn't have a critical faculty. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get back to that. Am I correct?
In an essence, yes. So everything that was programmed into us from 0 to 7, 8, 9, as you mentioned, becomes truth when our critical faculty closes and hardens. So it becomes truth, whether it is or not. I don't have enough of my mother. I'm missing something. I have a void. I'm unhappy. I'm the ugly one. I'm not worthy. I'm not good enough. I'll never amount to nothing, to anything. I'm the slow one. Whatever it may be, a concept, a program within us that's not serving us would then need to be transmuted or exchanged for a better one. And those are those that really affect us with addictions, with eating issues, with any kind of illness, and emotional illness. It stems from there, and that's what we're after, absolutely.
Yes. Now, have you found a lot of resistance with people to going back and addressing these uncomfortable emotions?
Yes. It is hard to do. It's not fun to go see all that. So this course, and thanks for bringing that up, this course has made it a little easier. There is a quantum leap to having to go dig through all of that, and there is a method that kind of gets you to where you need to be without having to dig through all of that, and that's the beauty of this course. It's a way to catapult you out of all these, let's say, toxic emotions into emotions that are going to open up and create no resistance. They're going to bring in love, abundance, the flow of life by transmuting the toxic to the better. And the process is not that hard anymore. So hypnosis kind of takes you into a longer, harder road of transmutation, and that in some hypnotherapists don't even do the transmutation; they just take you there. So in this course, what we do is we don't have to dig through it, but we do have to. Through the process of reaching a healthier attitude towards life, we're not dragged through the coals. In other words, we see it. It's deep. It's profound, but we heal it rather instantly. So it's very effective, and it's not years and years and years of psychotherapy type of feeling. It's rather rapid.
Yes.
And so we're able to feel that catharsis that you felt, and then you shine from that energy, and people notice it, and life notices it.
Oh, yes, and your life changes very profoundly. For those of you just joining us, this is Devin Lockett and BiomedRx Radio, a weekly holistic health program that airs here every Sunday on AM 590 at noon and on AM 590, theanswer.com. Are you ready to make a career change in 2018? Enter the exciting field of healthcare technology management with the BiomedRx Institute. The BiomedRx Institute offers education and training in medical equipment repair. At the BiomedRx Institute, students learn every aspect of healthcare technology management, including medical equipment repair, calibration, installation, preventive maintenance, and electrical safety inspection, medical device field service, and hospital medical equipment maintenance management. Begin your new career as a biomedical equipment maintenance technician or medical device field service engineer by visiting us online at www.biomedrxinstitute.com or by calling the BiomedRx Institute today at 909-920-5884. Paid internships and work-study programs are available. Again, visit us online at www.biomedrxinstitute.com or call the BiomedRx Institute today at 909-920-5884. Now, Stephanie, tell us a little bit more about the types of things that you have found begin as a physical illness and end up to be more of an emotional imbalance.
Well, I'm going to be quite honest with you, almost everything.
Just about every illness, right?
Well, when we start going to the transgenerational kind of ailments, if you wish, there's, the believers that, I'm taking on something from my ancestors. Other people see it as it's in my DNA. Other people, say it's a genetic disease. There's ways to actually go in and look at that as well through our transgenerations to reframe that and release ourselves from those chains, if you wish. Mm-hmm. So almost everything has its origins in the emotion. So again, the body doesn't think. The body only reacts to the mental stimulus, and mental meaning conscious and subconscious.
Yes, this is true. I want to have a couple of things to say before we end up the show. We're coming up on the end of our show. I want to thank you for joining us, Stephanie, and we're going to be having you on future shows. Can you tell us your URL again so that people can find out about your course?
Thank you. Yeah, it's www.biomagneticbalance.com, and then there's a tab in there that goes to La Quinta Esencia course. Quinta Essentia. Mm-hmm. That's Latin for fifth element. And that's the course. And the website has all the information on biomagnetism and emotion code and all the wonderful things that happen in your center as well. So I'm in Austin, Texas, again, but can travel for the course and give it anywhere. And all my information is in that website.
Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
This is BiomedRx Radio with Devin Lockett, high-tech holistic healthcare solutions from the BiomedRx Health Center. The BiomedRx Health Center is located at 916 North Mountain Avenue, Suite D1, Upland, California, 91786, at the southeast corner of Foothill Boulevard and Mountain Avenue in Upland. Find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com or call us at 909-608-2880. Again, find us online at www.biomedrxhealthcenter.com or call us at 909-608-2880. Thanks for listening, and we'll talk to you next week.